I had a very telling discussion with some people from my university today, and it just illustrated to me the state of this country, America, and the state of our generation as a whole. I mean, it was a little thing, but it was something that was very telling. We were talking about the founder of McDonald's, and we were saying that we're talking about leadership, leadership class, and we were talking about what these people did that positively, that they positively set out to do, but then also the negative effects of the things that they have done. And one thing we said was obviously, fast food, offering a cheaper option for millions of people around the world, convenient option of food. But then, the drawbacks, obviously, people don't know how to cook anymore. And there's a problem with obesity and overeating. And also, the overall quality of our food, of what we're willing to accept as food, as acceptable food. Has gone down exponentially in the last 50 years, and our generation just goes along with it. What these people said, and I'm no better than them, I'm no smarter than them, let me make that clear, but it was just very telling. They said, we're joking around, and they were like, yeah, you don't want to look too closely at how those things are made, otherwise you'll never want to eat them, eat it again. And there's some truth to that. It's like, isn't that sad, though? That we remain willingly ignorant, knowing full well that if we knew the full truth that we would not engage in certain activities, in this case being going to McDonald's for something to eat. Years and years ago, for health reasons, I stopped going to McDonald's in particular. Stopped going to Wendy's recently. I stopped going to Taco Bell like a year ago. I still go to like Chick-fil-A and Cookout. Cookout's a hamburger place in the southeast here. But I support those mostly because they're Christian organizations, and they're still fast food, but they're better than McDonald's and things like that. I mean, McDonald's is stereotypically bad for you, and people know that by now. If you want the proof, just watch that documentary, Super Size Me. A whole generation was forced to watch that in high school and middle school. I'm sure many of you remember watching that in school, but Isn't it sad, though, that we're just willing to accept our fate? It doesn't have to be like that. I mean, I'm just one person, and McDonald's is not hurting from me not supporting them. But I'm also not hurting from not supporting them. You know what I mean? Like, I still eat. I'm still able to eat. There are choices that we need to be more intentional about in our day-to-day lives. Just little things that can shape our lives, shape our destiny, ways that we can be better people and support better things, better causes. It's voting with our dollars. It's the most American capitalist, thing there is. You can't just allow yourself to slip into mediocrity. Even something as trivial as what you're going to have for dinner. I understand. I mean, times are tough and you can't afford a whole lot, but it's like if you live in America, there are plenty of cheap options. You don't have to always get a burger and fries at McDonald's, So, see, but it doesn't end there, though. It extends to all aspects of life. Like politics. A lot of people remain willingly ignorant to politics because they think, well, if we knew how the sausage was made, we wouldn't want to eat there. Well, sometimes you've got to face the truth of the situation. Sometimes you got to bare your soul in the reality of the situation. That's the only way we're going to solve anything. I feel like a lot of Americans have gotten, especially my generation, has just gotten this feeling that things are the way they are, and I'm comfortable right here, sort of knowing those things, but staying back. Just, I'm happy with the latest iPhone. I'm happy with Netflix and Hulu and Cheerios and Walmart. I think that overall people know that crazy things are happening in this country and in the world, but I don't see many people empowered, passionate about changing things. Sadly, most people I come across aren't even in control of their own lives to any extent, it seems like. It seems like they're just going along to get along. And that path will destroy you. You will be comfortably oppressed, willfully ignorant, blissfully ignorant for the rest of your life, but it will be a very short life because they will get you. They will get you through the poisoned food, the poisoned water. They'll get you through the media deception. They'll get you through class warfare, divide and conquer tactics, intolerance and racism and sexism. They'll get you to believe all of these things that aren't true. You know, you've got to take ownership of yourself, and that just starts with day-to-day things like not eating at McDonald's.